It's time for Quick Calls with Mike the Ref on the Edmonton Sports Podcast Network.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Andre C., and I'm here with my good buddy, the wrestling mind, Brian Hamilton.
How's it going, guys?
And this is Quick Calls for the RCW 14th anniversary show from the Lorilei Beaumaris Community Hall in Edmonton, Alberta. Now, I thought this was a really fun show, marred by some people, some controversies by people not being able to make this show, which I think hurt it a little, but I think still they put on a really strong show. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah. Not a bad show. We had 8 decent matches for the show. It all worked out great. It wasn't too bad. Everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah, so we're going to get right into the card here. Start off the night, it was Heavy Metal and Big Jess Youngblood coming out, and Metal talking about how he's got the night off. He doesn't have to face anybody because Abyss isn't showing up. And then Mike the Ref comes out and get into a little back and forth, and he decides to make the number one contenders match between Big Jess Youngblood and Marky that was supposed to be actually scheduled for later on the night. He said, you know what, we're going to do it right off the top of the show. So we got into this match, and these two, we all know how good Marky is. We all know how good Big Jess is. And when you put the two of the top talents, one half of the top talent, when you put two of the top guys in Alberta wrestling today in the ring together, you know you're getting a great match.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And these two, a great way to start the match. It really got the crowd really got the crowd into it last night. And overall, it was a really great match. Like you said, Marky and Big Jess, they've been around for a long time. I believe this is the first time they ever fought each other, and it was one hell of a great match.
Yeah, never been in the ring together before. Both in this business like 15 plus years, and they've never been in the ring before with each other. That's insane.
Yeah, big time. But that's what happens when you wrestle for different companies. You don't meet to have a very first time fighting each other. I thought it was a really great match.
So I thought really fun. I thought a match. Big Jess he moves like a cruiser. The dude is 323 pounds, but he moves like a cruiserweight. Yeah. You can't deny that. And then Mark, he's just one of the best all-around wrestlers in the business right now. And in the end, it was Heavy Metal he pulled the referee out initially to stop a count when Marky had hit the Bulldog and the leg drop. And then he got back up and distracted the referee, and Jesse ended up getting the roll-up on Marky, and got a 1, 2, 3.
With a handful of tights.
With a handful of tights, yes. And he gets the 1, 2, 3 and becomes the number one contender to his best friend's championship.
Yeah, that was a shocking move there. But that wasn't all that happened, because the aftermath was, nobody expected what to happen after the aftermath.
So what happened was Mike the Ref made his way back out. He actually had been out there the entire time. Was not happy with the way that match ended. No. And he told Heavy Metal that tonight he'd be defending the title in a Monsters Ball match against the new number one contender, Big Jess Youngblood. They've had Jess go into another match.
Yes.
He cheated. Yeah, he earned a title shot, so he got his title shot.
Exactly.
And Heavy Metal, they refused to do it. And then Mike said, well, then, Big Jess, if you don't do this, you're not going to get a title shot till the 15th anniversary tour.
Year.
That's a whole year. And Metal's just like, oh, don't worry about it, buddy. I'll be the champion the whole time. It's all good. And then he turns his back, and then when he turns around, Big Jess hits that spear, and that match was on for the main event.
Yeah, it was crazy, because I don't think anybody expected Big Jess to spear his best friend. And, to see that happen, it was crazy.
Yeah, so that was how that ended. So we went on to move on to our second match tonight, and it's a triple threat match. The Monster Cameron Stevens versus the debuting Troy Russell.
Troy or Tyrone? I think
it was Troy Russell.
Yeah.
I apologize. I don't have my notes right in front of me right now. Versus Knight with his brand new manager, Thaddeus Archer III. Brian, what do you think of this?
I thought it was a not bad match. Cameron Stevens, great as always to see. He's improving every time we see him. And then the new guy, Troy or Tyrone Russell, whatever, he was very impressed with him. He put on a really great match. And Knight's a veteran. He's been around for so long. I've been watching Knight for at least 10, 12 years now. He gets better and better. Now with having Thaddeus in his corner, he's more dangerous and vicious, and it showed tonight because he had literally Thaddeus helped him with the win when the ref wasn't looking. Thaddeus hit Russell with his head, and Knight rolled him up and got the 1-2-3 to win the match.
Knight, you can see it. It just works for him. Thaddeus Archer is a big factor. Knight has been one of the best competitors in this company forever, and I think adding Thaddeus to his game and turning away from the crowd, I can only do good things for him because Thaddeus has proven in the past he's taken people to championships, and it's been huge for He's managed some of the best talents in that company, and he coached recently the Slammer Collective. He was their manager, and he got them the tag team titles. Yeah. And there's so many other he can do so many, gives Nate so many opportunities, which I hate to say because I hate Thaddeus so much, but he can give him opportunities.
Exactly.
So from here, we go into the third match of the evening, and this is probably number 20 in their series, I think. And it's a series I've been enjoying over and over again. And this is Deadzone taking on Barricade. A lot of the time in this series, Barricade has just been crushing Deadzone in almost every match. But the end came... Brian, I'm going to let you speak on this because I missed part of this match because I had to deal with some things in the back, but...
The end, what happened is the ref was busy looking at Barricade because Barricade kind of was hurt. And when Barricade came towards the Deadzone somehow, before the match, the ref found a wrench on Deadzone in his boots.
Well, the dude wanted to cheat, so he brought a wrench out with him.
But so the ref took the wrench, left it in the corner, which... I thought, that's a kind of a stupid move. He should have gave it to the...
I have to say it on the ref. The ref can't just leave the ring. And if... I'm sorry, I had to step away at that time. I had to go and deal with some issues that were happening in the back.
True.
There was nobody to take... Security should have got up there and taken it. But nobody grabbed it, and it was there.
Exactly. So the ref was kind of distracted. And, Deadzone picked up the wrench and literally turned around and nailed Barricade and knocked him out and... covered him up and got the 1-2-3 for the win.
His feet all the way up on the top rope, which is the funniest part.
Yes, and it was right in front of me too, so it was a great job.
Blatant cheating. But Deadzone gets victory and finally gets a win over Barricade here. So, I don't know where these guys go because Deadzone is in a mask versus hair match in Calgary tonight. So,
yes.
Deadzone may be gone after this.
Yeah.
And we will finally find out who is Deadzone.
Or we may have a shaved Cameron Stevens.
That's what I want, is a shaved Cameron Stevens. But from there, we move on to our fourth match of the night. It is our first tag team contest of the night. It is the First Family, the Universe, Zach Mercury, and the Irish Hooligan, Daniel Burns, accompanied by Thaddeus Archer III, taking on the Brothers in Blood, Ugg and Steven Styles. So, this is a grudge match that's been going on for a couple months, ever since Thaddeus kicked Ugg out of the family, and Steven Styles was the one to step up and give him support, resurrect that old friendship. And all I can say is about one of Steven Styles matches, when he's in there, it ain't pretty, but he's got a good snap suplex.
Oh, big time.
But who really impressed me in this match is Daniel Burns.
Yeah.
Just the athleticism that he has is amazing. Even when he's getting hurt, he can still break out a crazy athletic move. He's just an impressive dude.
Yeah, very impressive. And he was like the smallest guy in this match. All the rest were a lot bigger and that, and he's a lot skinnier. But my God, can that guy do a lot of cool stuff?
Well, Styles eats 3 of him at his for breakfast every morning because Steven Styles is fat. But in the end, due to some shenanigans, Steven Styles and Ugg get the victory. So what happened was Daniel Burns had brought a chain out, or he had it in his trunks, pulled it out, wrapped his fist up, was about to hit Ugg with it. And Steven Styles took it, wrapped his fist, and hit him. But this was all behind the ref's back.
Yeah.
And then the funniest part about this was that Steven Styles actually opened up Daniel Burns' truck, threw him inside, then smacked him while the chain was on top of his genitals twice in the crotch.
Yeah, ouch. Youch is all I gotta say.
I got the pin.
Yeah, which I'm not too sure what this. Well, according to what I heard knew about the stipulation is that if Ugwan he gets Stadius next month in a 1-on-1, but
that's what I said it at the beginning. That's what it was, but I'm not.
But
I haven't gotten confirmation it's happening, but that was what the stipulation of that match was.
That's what I was just gonna get to. We don't know for sure what's going on because Commissioner Mike was there and he seen it, and his look was like, if you could see it, it was like kind of a look that was like, what the hell did you guys do? You know, it was like.
So the question is that match still going to happen? Because they did win by not so proper means.
The commissioner, the intern commissioner, he's got a lot of things on his mind now.
After everything that happened tonight, he's got a lot to deal with for next month.
Next month is shaping up to going to be very interesting.
And he's doing all the. He's dealing with everything that could happen tonight. He's got to deal with, and everything that can happen tomorrow. He's got to deal with. So that's a lot on his plate.
And on Sunday too. So I mean, like tonight and tomorrow, he's got like these 3 nights of this whole tour to deal with. All the
and next month we have 4 confirmed date, possibly 5.
So who knows? It's getting crazy.
Yeah. So from there we move on to our 5th match of the night. First title match, it was unofficial title match at the beginning, but it became a official title match when originally Tornado Tony Gazina, who is the unified Canadian junior heavyweight champion, was supposed to defend his championship against the prodigal son Scott Justice. But Scott Justice, due to car trouble, could not make it to the show. So in his place, he put an open. So we all thought if he's going to have a match, it's going to be for a championship. So he decided, but when he came out, he took the mic. He said, "You know what? I'm going to put this title on the line against anybody. It doesn't matter. Any junior heavyweight can come out here." Out came Tiger Ali. This man weighs 215 pounds. He is just inside that weight limit.
Yeah.
Unlike the WWE Cruiserweight where it's 205, the junior heavyweight limit is as far as I know, is 220 pounds.
Cool.
So he is in the limit. So he challenges for the championship, and this was probably the most technical match of the night.
Very, very good. And that was really good. Tony. Well, he's been around for long. He's a veteran, but my God, that guy knows what he's doing in that ring. And Tiger, he looked good as always, great shape and whatnot.
Like, nothing as any opponent Tiger's ever faced or him, but this is the best he's ever looked. But when you face the strongest competition there is, it brings the best out in you. Yeah. And I truly believe that this is the best Tiger's ever looked because of who he was facing. The one thing I have to say about Tony Gazina, I saw because I watched Davey Richards on a regular with TNA Impact. I saw so much of like Davey Richards' offense in there, and it's because he was the one that trained Davey Richards. I thought it was that much better too.
Oh, exactly. And like you said, Tony's been around
forever.
And I've seen Tony probably like 15 years ago. I met him at an independent show in Edmonton, and now to see him again, it was great. And to think that Tony actually won this belt a week ago or so in Winnipeg.
Defending it now.
And now this belt is gonna be defended all over Canada, and because it's not just one company's belt.
It's not. If you listen to what I said, Canadian. It is the unified Canadian junior heavyweight champion. Listen, that there is no companies that we specifically. So it can be defended anywhere.
That's what I was trying to say. It can be defended any company in Canada.
It doesn't, and technically, it doesn't even need to be defended in Canada as long as he's defending it against a Canadian.
Yes. So it's all good.
Yeah. So who he is an American, but as long as he's defending it against a Canadian, he's fine. Or a Canadian is defending the championship. So from there, we move on to our 6th match of the night. It's in our second of 4 title matches of the night. RCW Canadian Tag Team Championships. The Crazed Cowboy, Jacob Creed, and the Hellbilly Rex Roberts, both making their returns to RCW, taking on the PCW Tag Team Champions, the CWA, I think. Ringside International. And the current RCW Tag Team Champions, Billy Blaze, the Main Vein Dick Blood, the Blazing Dick. So it was a lot to say last night when I was in the ring announcing. Man, they have so many titles. But honestly, like, I had so much fun with this match, like, and it was cool. It was a lot of really just tough dudes in this ring. It was a lot of beating up on each other. It wasn't as technical as the match before, but it was a lot of everybody beating up on each other.
Yeah, everybody doing that, and 4 great guys going at it. But Blazing Dicks, what can you say? To have all that gold, to be champions in 4 different companies, that tells you how great they are to be holding 4 company titles, 4 different promotions, defending them too, and then you're going against Rex Roberts and Jacob Creed, very impressive team, but in the end, the Blazing Dicks retain to keep the titles, but
and I was talking with them after the match. They said if they win any more titles, they're gonna have to get some like a cart or some kind of dolly because they're gonna have to start bringing their titles out in a cart or something, because that's a lot of gold to be carrying.
Gold, but I mean that shows you how impressive they are if they can go to 4 different companies and win their tag titles and then keep defending them. I mean, hell, that's very impressive to see.
Yeah, a huge victory, and more impressive is one of the men they beat is a former RCW tag team champion in Rex Roberts.
Yeah, and good for them, and who knows what's coming up next for them, because they got, like I say, they got tonight, they got tomorrow, and then who knows down the road.
They got to defend twice more against the Brothers of Blood, and from what I've heard, the main event on Sunday, it's against the top talent.
Ooh, that's going to be very interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
So they got a tough weekend ahead of the rest of the weekend. It's really tough. So from there, we went to intermission, and we came back for the third of 4 title matches of the night, RCW British Commonwealth Championship match. Our current champion, Christian Strife, he's defending against the debuting Swiss rock star Kurt Simmons.
Yes,
trust me, this man is straight out of Switzerland. Yes. He is not putting up on an accent like some. There's a lot of people in the crowd saying your accent sucks.
No,
this is a fake accent. No, he is straight up Swiss.
Yes, because I talked to him after the show. I was very, very impressed with him. Like the first time I've ever seen him in RCW. I don't know how long he's been wrestling, but I was very, very impressed with him.
I was chatting with him actually before the show, and I know he was even telling me there's a history with him and Daniel Burns actually working together in companies in Ireland and overseas. Like, there's a history there. So, like, I think a big influence in bringing him here was Daniel Burns.
Oh, yeah. And it was great to see the new guy. And, I mean, to see him, he put up a hell of a good fight against Christian Strife. But in the end, Christian hit the go to sleep on Kurt Simmons. Picked up the win, retains the title, but like I said, very impressive.
Strife has been on a huge roll since he lost that match the month before trying to win the championship, and then he beat the champion the month after, and man, the dude has looked phenomenal ever since.
Very, very. And like I said,
this was a tough challenge. Like, don't get me wrong, this was Kurt Simmons' debut, but don't take the man lightly. He's been wrestling for a few years.
No, he was very, very impressed with them, man, and I want to see more of him, man, because the more I see him, the more I might be a more fan of his, because he was doing a lot of impressive moves. And
I loved his cape, his flag cape.
Yeah, he was great to see a new guy, great from Switzerland. Really enjoyed watching.
I love seeing international talent.
Yeah, so it was great.
So from there, we go on to our main event of the evening. It is a Monsters Ball match for the RCW.
Hang on. But after that match, we had Knight come out, and he came out and attacked Christian from behind, and then he hit the package pile driver or something onto the title.
Inverted pile driver. You think Frankie Kazarian's inverted pile driver.
Yeah. On the British Commonwealth title head first. And Strife was out for a while.
That looks like what it might be the next program for Strife.
Yeah. The way where I was sitting, he landed head dead on it. It looked like it hurt.
Like I said, had this been 2 months ago, Strife never would have done that.
No.
But that's the influence of Thaddeus III. But I don't like him. I don't like his tactics. But this could get Night at Championship match, and you got to prove it's effective.
Yeah, it's very, very effective.
So, from there, we moved on to our main event of the evening. a monstrous ball match for the RCW Canadian Championship. Now, this was just crazy.
Oh my God.
Just trash cans, cookie sheets, a miniature table. Like, this table was like super skinny.
Ladders, chairs. Oh my God! Hockey sticks. That was crazy.
Everything you could ask for.
And it was all over the building, all over into the crowd. Like, I was running for my life because they were coming towards me, and I got the hell out of there.
Just so many crazy spots. But the finish came where Big Jess. I'm just gonna go to the finish because this is it's just a lot of brawling and beating each other up with just this match will be on the RCW TV show on the Edmonton Sports Podcast Network in the coming months. So you'll be able to check it out. So watch it. I highly recommend this match.
Yes.
So the end came. Big Jess got the advantage. Put Metal on a table and then went for his big moonsault from the top. Like I said, this man is a heavyweight but moves like a cruiserweight.
Yes.
Went for the moonsault from the top. Metal moved. He hit the table, kind of knocked himself out, and Metal got the pin 1-2-3.
Yeah, and he retains, keeps the title, but it looked like there was some at the end. I don't know if these guys are on the same page or not.
I don't know. It might be just the fact that Jess wants to keep his job and be able to get championship opportunities. Yeah. They are working together come this Sunday. So hopefully their coalition can come back together.
True. But if I went on a Facebook page and they like that because Mike did some post footage and there was a lot of tension between the two. Because Big Jess was in the locker room and he locked Heavy Metal out of the locker room. He kicked him out and locked the door behind him.
He did.
And Metal had to go outside.
But that's after what happened next.
Yeah.
So Heavy Metal's celebrating in the ring. Big Jess is coming too, and then the lights go out.
Yeah.
And then the lights come back on, and who appears in the ring but the one-winged angel? So she's staring down Heavy Metal, who he put her
through a table.
Pile Drover through a table last month.
It looks sick.
So he bails to the outside. Like, he wanted nothing to do with her.
It looked like he seen a ghost. He was like, "What the hell?"
He literally said, "I killed you."
And your hair's like he seen a ghost. He was.
You can't kill an angel.
He was like. The look that he had, it was what I can't describe.
Yeah. So from there, the lights. So she starts staring down Big Jess. He stands back up, and you can see him being visibly scared. And then the lights go out again.
Yeah.
The lights come back on. The angel's gone, and who is standing on the top rope? None other than Marky. And he comes flying off, hits a drop kick, and wants them and. Everything went crazy from there.
Yes.
And then Steven Styles made his way out.
Yeah.
And after Heavy Metal and Jess are both really pissed off, Steven Styles, he's still the owner, so he can make decisions. And he makes the decision that next month, challenging for the championship, Heavy Metal will be defending against the man we are bringing in, and that man's name is Virgil.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see Virgil come in. It's going to be very interesting because never seen him.
I'm looking forward to it. I fucking love Virgil.
It's going to be very interesting because to see how he looks and that I haven't seen Virgil since WCW ended and that. So it's going to be.
Last time I saw Virgil was a picture of him sitting at an empty table.
Yeah. So. Hopefully
I don't think that's going to happen here because a lot of the fans are going to want to meet this guy.
I am so looking forward to seeing him, man.
You got at least one.
So it's going to be fun.
So from there, that match is made, and then Mike takes Marky ends up taking the mic, and he saying how this was unfair, he got screwed. So Mike, the ref, ends up making a match for next month. It's going to be a rematch for the number one contenders match, and it's going to be for the number one contendership between Big Jess Youngblood and Marky, but Heavy Metal is barred from ringside, and then Marky asks for it to be a no DQ match, and he grants it.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to that, because what we've seen tonight, I cannot wait to see what these two pull off next month. It's going to be very, very interesting.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. So from here, we're going to go to, we always do this every time, highlight of the night. Brian, your highlight of the night.
My highlight of the night is the opening match, number one contenders match. Big Jess and Marky going at it. It was great to see these two first time meeting, and what a performance they put on. But like I said, the ending, Big Jess had to cheat to get the win, but we get a rematch next month, no DQ, and these two, what we've seen tonight, it's going to be a little bit more violence, and it's going to be very interesting. I cannot wait.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. But my highlight of the night, it was the defense of the Unified Canadian Junior Heavyweight Championship by Tony Gazina against Tiger Lee. Like, just the technical ability between these two men, I love this match. Just so good. Both these men just killed it in the ring. Tiger Lee has looked the best I've ever seen this guy. And Tony Gazina, every time I've seen him, he is just amazing in that ring. And I have to give that's easily my match of the night. So, Brian, overall, did you enjoy the show?
Oh, love the show. Decent turnout for a Friday night. Very impressed with the crowd that we had. 8 fantastic matches. Couldn't be proud of the main event. Was a barn burner. Every match was really good. I don't think there was one disappointment for me tonight. No. Everybody put on a great show. It was great. My best thing is I got a chair at the end of the match that you used in the main event, and I got all the boys to sign it for me. So that was my little treasure that I got to take home.
Yeah, I had a great night. I always love getting in there and ring announcing, and it's just so much fun, man. I just hate the Blazing Dicks are so hard to announce now with all those titles. That's a lungful.
We always give the ring announcer a hard time, but we love the guy. So that's us.
Yeah. So that was a great night, and I want to thank everybody who did come out and everybody listening to this because it was a phenomenal show. Please, next month. Back in Edmonton, Saturday, June 17th, RCW Breakout. Thank you, Brian. And it will feature WWE star Virgil. You can find me on Twitter at @ThatCanadaGuy, on Instagram at @ThatCanadaDude. Brian, where can they find you?
I'm on Twitter at The Wrestling Mind.
At The Wrestling Mind.
Yes.
So, thank you, Brian, for doing this with me. I had such a good time doing this show. And I want to thank everybody. Please support indie wrestling wherever you are.
This has been Quick Calls with Mike the Ref on the Edmonton Sports Podcast Network. Contact us on Facebook or check out edmontonspn.podbean.com.